Due diligence in corporate transactions. What is it? Due diligence is an exercise that is done by contracting parties to assure themselves of the representations that are being made by their colleagues or negotiating partners in relation to the subject matter. And so it's important that parties make those assurances for themselves, because the assumption is that when you agree to enter into an agreement, you have done so without undue influence, and you have done so knowing very well what is at stake. There are different kinds of due diligences that are done. It could be a legal due diligence, it could be a financial due diligence, a technical due diligence. And so sometimes as a contracting party, you will maybe outsource expertise to do that due diligence, or you can use your in-house capacity. And even in terms of the methodology of doing a due diligence, there are different methodologies. Others would do a desktop, others would do something more field related. So it really depends on the scope of the due diligence that you're asking to be done. In terms of decision making, these reports are very important because they'll inform those who are in positions to make decisions as to whether they can proceed with the transaction or not. One of the other things about due diligences is that they may bring out some negative aspects that are not really deal breakers, but then a plan around how you will deal with that negative aspect will have to be developed. So for instance, if an asset doesn't have proper governance structures, and that is a problem in terms of the performance of the company, you will identify that as an issue, but also make plans around how you will correct that situation, especially if you are buying the majority of the stake. You have a lot of influence around the governance structures. Some of the other issues in relation to due diligence is that it is one of the things that the audit function will look out for to assure themselves that the decision was made reasonably and certain standards were applied. And so it becomes a review issue, and sometimes people get into problems for not doing a due diligence. You begin to appear as though you made this decision out of other motives than the best interest of the company. And so I hope these pointers will lead to a bigger discussion where we will learn more about the importance of due diligence exercises. I look forward to seeing you next time, and thank you for your kind attention.